Hello everybody, it's me. Welcome to my channel. Hopefully, and I swear down to God, I promise, God, I promise, I'm telling you I promise, and if I break this promise, I'm sorry. But this is going to be the last channel I make, okay? I've had so many emails, so many channels, so many fails, but this one, I feel it. I feel it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. So let's crack on with the video. So I had a haircut today. It was like down to here on, well, I know it's different lengths, but that's what the haircut is about. I mean, see, look, different lengths. But anyway, this side was down to here, this side was down to here, so I just decided to get it shorter because, you know, why not? Because it's more hair to dry after a shower, it's more hair to look after, but I am gonna miss it. RP hair. But haircuts is not what I'm going to be talking about in this video. In this video I'm going to be talking about how I'm such an introvert. Yes, I am an introvert. If you don't know what introvert means, I will explain. I'll try my best to explain anyway. Basically, an introvert is someone who is unsociable. And if you don't know what sociable means, sociable is where you hang out with other humans / people, which I don't normally do. I usually just stay in my room making YouTube videos or watching YouTube or other stuff. I am not an extrovert. Although I did say my haircut experience today for a reason, because that kind of comes into play with my introvert side, which is basically my whole side. My whole me is an introvert sometimes. There are like little times when I'm not. But anyway, the reason I said about haircut is not only because, you know, it's a change in me and people, you know, but anyway. Also because hairdressers always want to talk to you. They always want to talk to you. Now, if they always want to talk to you, then if you're an introvert like me, the conversation's going to be really awkward. But it's probably good if you don't talk to them because they're kind of busy cutting your hair and you don't want them to be distracted so your haircut looks awful on you. So I try to keep the chatting and human interactions to minimal every day because I am such like that anyway. So basically today she asked me, the hairdresser that was hairdressing me asked me questions, and no, I didn't go and start talking about my whole life story to her. I simply just stuck to the yeses and the nos. Or if it was like a question like, what year in school are you? I'd be like, oh, I'm starting year 10. She said that was exciting. I think it's terrifying because there's mock exams, and then after that year there's year 11, and then there are real exams where I am probably gonna die. And hopefully I'll still have time to make YouTube videos because of the whole mock exam thing. Now, before they cut your hair at this place I have my hair cut at, they wash your hair, which is really nice because they actually do it for free. Because most hairdressers, they're like, you have to pay extra to wash your hair. But here, you know, it's just like wash your hair and haircut is in like the same price, which is pretty good. But anyway, I'm losing track. But the girl who was washing my hair, who wasn't my hairdresser that was cutting my hair, she kept on asking me questions. She was like, oh, what are you doing today? And because today I'm literally not doing anything, I'm just making YouTube videos. I didn't tell her about the YouTube videos because then I thought she might think that I was a little bit weird. So I just said that I wasn't doing anything, which is true. I wasn't doing anything apart from this because this is like my life. Yay. They also asked me twice because the hairdresser and the hair washer were different people, so they both asked me. The first one, the hair washer asked me, would you like a drink? And me being too afraid to say yes because she'll go and take too long and stop washing my hair and I'll be there forever, and maybe it might pay more, but it probably didn't. But me being the paranoid introvert I am, I said no. At this point, after the long bike ride there, yes, okay. It was basically a short bike ride there, but my dad took us around a massive shortcut, as he said. But anyway, I was thirsty and I said no to the drinks offer, so I just waited until I got home and had a Coke, because that's me, and Cokes don't actually stop your thirst. So afterwards I had a glass of water because I'm healthy. I'm really unfit. Another scenario where my introvert self has peeked its way out of my body, and that's a bit weird, but has shown itself, is when I go shopping, or if I'm at a cafe with my one of my parents, or if I'm... But you get the gist. So sometimes when I'm at a cafe with my dad and I want something, like for example, once what happened was that we were at McDonald's, because I'm very healthy, but you know, he takes me to McDonald's every once in a while, and I wanted a McFlurry. We hadn't ordered it, so my dad said, I'll give you some money and you can go by yourself to the counter to order a McFlurry. Yep, that happened. By this point, I was like, please no, I cannot do this. I am not ready to go by myself to the counter to buy myself a McFlurry with your money, because I'm an introvert and I don't want to do that. Of course, all this was said in my head, so I quietly and really terrified, I walked up to the counter, ordered myself a McFlurry, and went back to my seat. Yeah. Also, when I'm out shopping by myself, there's that thing of not having enough money, is what I'm trying to say, because if it's something that doesn't have, you know, when you get those items where you look at it and it doesn't have a little label saying the price tag on it, and you're like, will I have enough money for this? So you go up to the counter and by absolute chance you hope that it's a price within your price range. Usually it is for me, but you know, sometimes it isn't. No biggie. Another thing that is exempling this, of going to the shops and not having enough money, is like a couple of years ago, no, like a year ago, no, 2 years ago, something like that, some years ago, my mum asked me to go down to the co-op to buy some milk by myself. So I said yes, of course, but she gave me £5, and I think like each carton of milk was £2 or something like that. Something like that anyway. So I thought I had £1 to spend on sweets, because I was before being a teenager and I wanted sweets because I was in a mood, and I just thought I'd just use my mum's money to buy sweets. Sorry Mum if you're watching this and you're finding this out. I'm sorry. I was a child, I didn't know what I was doing, and I regret it, I'm sure. I do regret it. But yeah, so I went down, bought the milk, got some sweets, put them on the counter. The milk went through, and the sweets, he barcoded them all, and then suddenly I didn't have enough money for 2 pints of milk. 4 pints of milk, because there's one, yeah, but for the milk and my sweets. So I just told him quietly, yeah, I wouldn't get the sweets then. So I just paid for the milk and I went home. And whenever that guy was at the counter, I tried to shy myself away or be like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And yeah. Also what happened was I was at school and there were these new slushies at the canteen. So you ask for a slushie up at the counter And normally, if you like had something in your hand already, you'd type in the PIN code for your thing. It's very clever, but not clever. I don't know. It's more clever than me. But you type in the PIN code because you have your things in your hand. But I didn't have it in your hand because it was in the little machines that they pulled down to put into the cups. So she did that, gave me it. I hadn't put in my PIN because I forgot, and I just walked off with the slushie without realising I hadn't paid for it. So like a minute later, she came over and she's like, "Do you want to pay for that?" And I'm just like, "Wait, what?" And then she's like, "You didn't pay. You didn't put in your number." And I'm just cringing on the inside, like. So I went up and paid, and everything was okay. Thank God. But I never got a slushie ever again for a year because that happened. I didn't want to face myself with that ever again. But anyway, I think this video's gone on long enough about talking about being an introvert and having my hair cut and all that. So please stick around for further videos. This is like my first video. Oh my god, I think it went really well actually. I think I'm gonna be pretty good at this YouTube thing for once after having 4 YouTube channels. But anyway, goodbye, and I hope to see you again. So, thanks for watching everybody, and goodbye.